I had a dream last night that worried me. I had a dream last night that worried me. Well, I dreamed that the judgment morning had dawned and the trumpets had blown. Dreamed every nation there together, standing in judgment around the throne. Oh, oh, what a sight that day when the men were driven away. And I had a dream, I had a dream. Well, I had a dream last night, and it worried me. The people were crying and also dying, and I heard weeping. You know that I heard a wailing, and I had a dream. Well, I had a dream. I had a dream, it worried me. The trees were bending and people were trembling. I heard moaning and I heard groaning. You know I had a dream. I had a dream. I had a dream last night, and it worried me. Oh, thank you. I'll take a little more guitar up here, please. Cooper, and as much as you want to throw in the house. That night in Des Moines, the garnered streets and I, sunset buildings cut with shade. We sent our smoke out through the street lights. We sent our prayers out through North PA. That night in Des Moines, that night in Des Moines, we were too late for supper, so we sat at the bar. We drank 3 beers, and we watched the house filling up with no one. But God was listening. She cupped her ear. That night in Des Moines, that night. That night in Des Moines, when I picked you up at the airport, and I threw your rig in the back seat, and I shook your hand, and the heat from the asphalt, well, it was liquid and dancing, and we walked through the front door just like a rock and roll band that night in Des Moines, Iowa. That night in Des Moines, you slept at your mom's house. We drove east in the darkness toward a whole new day. And the lights on the big trucks were like gun camera tracers on I-80 at midnight. It was nothing to say. I could have written a set where I played the same guitar 2 songs in a row, but I guess. And that didn't. How are you guys doing? You okay? Yeah. Good. Let's turn that thing I barely knew him, and he was your friend. I think about him every now and then. I think about the real ones who die with nothing half the time. I barely knew him. He's a friend of mine. And I tried to call him when I came back to town. I saw him walk in the door, but by the time I got down from the stage, he's gone in the night. I never saw him again, no, I barely knew him. He's your friend. Now it's a quick light, slow burn, little winker, half turn and gone. A little lion with a broken tooth. The best liar tells the truth. The truth is it's gone. He left a wife, he left 2 kids when he died. And every time I hear his name, I just wanna cry, 'cause he could not afford to see a doctor, and he died. And I barely knew him. I stole away and I cried. This song called Rico. Rico was a bass player. Rico was the mayor of Washington, Iowa. It's a lot of responsibility. Playing bass on one of my records. It's a funny thing about being the mayor of Washington, Iowa, in the United States of America. It's not a job that comes with health insurance. So Rico waited. He waited. He waited. And he died. And I just wonder how it makes you feel. You know, I just wonder how it makes you feel. I'm gonna tell you how it makes me feel. I barely knew him, your friend. I think about him every now and then. I think about all the real ones who die with nothing half the time. I barely knew him. He's a friend of mine, a friend of mine, a friend of mine, a friend of mine, a friend of mine. Oh, I was sending that one out to Rico. I miss playing in bars. It's nice to be in bars. I play a lot of, folk rooms, and that's great. People often sort of cross their arms and stare at you. Sometimes they very quietly eat a cookie. There's a lot of coffee flowing. Well, I'll give you a ballad, a sensitive ballad about loving somebody that you don't understand. It's probably something that never happened to anybody else, and I thought I should write a song about it and just get it down. You are a fool, and I love you. I love you, and you are a fool. When you tell the truth, you're always lying. When you lie, it feels more than true. And you are a fool, and I love you. I love you. You are a fool. When you laugh, I feel like crying. When you cry, I don't know what to do. You are a fool, and I love you, and I love you. You are a fool. I love you, and you are a fool. Thank you. Now I'll play a different guitar. Noises. Cooper, if I could have a little more of the direct signal of the acoustic guitar up here, that'd be great. All alone in a Mexican joint in Mesa, Arizona. Mariachi band on the jukebox, an empty Corona. The sun gone down in the pale thin pink. There's no one to talk to, and all I can think is your eyes are like train smoke, and your mouth that tastes like rain. I know and I know nothing, I will always know your name. You're my one and only one. You're my only one. I'm out working in the neon light. The temperatures are falling. Hotel coffee and red-eye flights. Oh, honey, I'm your midnight ringer calling. The snow comes down from a desert sky, and I tell everybody something. It's usually goodbye, but not you. You're my one. You're my only one. The one I want to talk to, the one I know to call, the one that's going to catch me when my pride leads to a fall. The sky full of starlings and axe blades shining in the sun. You're the angel who touched the cold against my lips. You're my only one. Reel to reel, the country rolls, the town slide by like ghost repeaters. Faded billboards, big box stores like a movie of an empty theater. And you look around and wonder when the seams are going to fail, and how dear's the cost of living if everything is for sale. Except you, my one, my only one. Except you, my one, my only one. And I'm all alone in a Mexican joint in Mesa, Arizona. Mesa, Arizona. Oh, Mesa, Arizona. Mesa, Arizona. Distortion in the acoustic signal, Creston? Good. All right. Then it's just me. I wrote that song in a Mexican restaurant in Mesa, Arizona. You will be surprised to find out. Slow talk. I called and I woke you up. I wonder who I thought I was when I knew you for a little while. Did I know you? Is that just your style? Deep water, you're like a river underground, and you speak thunder. You never make a sound. There's one note if you can play it. There's one word if you can't say it. There's one prayer if you can't pray it. Each word is the same. Oh, now you Scarecrow, you got your collar turned up cool. You keep on rocking, I'm right behind you. And there's one note if you can play it. There's one word if you can't say it. There's one prayer if you can't pray it. Each one is the same. If I saw you, would you know my name? If I saw you, would you know my name? I used to know you, I used to be your man. We were lovers in the traveling time. like blood brothers back when you were mine. Do you remember I was your Valentine? You wanted what I couldn't give you. You would have stayed to hold on to what we had. How could I know I would live through my life haunted by your sad smile? Sometimes I hold you in my dreams at night. I never told you, it never seemed right. I'll meet you somewhere on the other side. If I saw you, would you know my name? Well, if I saw you, would you know my name? If I saw you, if I saw you, if I saw you, oh. Thank you. Quick guitar substitution. I usually travel around with my friend Billy. He's a drummer, and we made a rule that you couldn't play anything that you couldn't carry into the club under your own power in one trip, which means I can only ever bring 2 guitars and a tiny amplifier. And but he's not on this tour, so I brought all kinds of shit, and I happen to have this guitar in the trunk. It's freezing cold, but other than that, it's working out fine. All right, I'll play a new one. I haven't tried playing this one. All the fret dots are different on this guitar. Hold on. I know you know, so I don't have to say. I know you know, I tell you any way that I love you. I never had a good friend like you. I see you staring down the straightaway, the ghost road that dreams us in the light of day and the dark night. I know I can't follow you down, late Sunday evening when the sun goes down. You get the feeling you don't touch the ground, and time goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Dream a river running high, a broad seam of moonlight in the western sky, and it's alright. Let the river take you on. I know you know, I don't have to say. I know you know, I tell you anyway. Oh, thank you. You guys are like the best behaved bar of all time. Nice job, everybody. There was a while when I was putting together my first album, which, you know, I didn't know what I was doing, so I would just drive to this guy's house, and he had a bunch of expensive microphones, and I would sit in his basement where we assumed it was quiet, and I would try to record one song, like, say, 45 or 50 times until I played it without screwing up. It never occurred to me I could do all that work at home and then just show up and play it right. But we got to be friends over the course of that project. Anyway, while I was putting that record together, I was working a lot of different jobs. I drove a snowplow, and I was doing roofing and construction work. Sort of, you know, if you want like a really daydreamy, dyslexic carpenter, I'm your man. And I did a little bit of that. Anyway, after a while, I decided that it was actually not that fun to be hauling drywall up a ladder in the rain in November, and so I started working as a substitute teacher. And I subbed everything, man, like kindergarten.
Hardest job in the world.
Yeah, right up, you know, K through 12, and really the whole thing. At kindergarten, they all called me Mr. Phone Call because they couldn't say my name, and it was the closest word they had. And honestly, of all those things, like, kindergarten was the hardest. If you deviate from the program at all with kindergartners, they just freak out. And you know, so they'd be like, you know, everybody comes in, and then we sit in a circle, and then we talk about whatever, and then we go and look at our plants, and then, you know, if you deviate at all, if you're like, well, let's just look at the plants now, they just lose their minds. And then if it's wintertime, this is Wisconsin, and you're like, all right, it's recess. There's only half an hour devoted to recess, and it takes 15 minutes to get them all into their snow pants, then boots and coats, right? Like some of them, you know, they show up and they don't have anything but boots and they don't have socks. And you're like, where are your socks? And they're like, I didn't bring them. So you get everybody all loaded up in their gear, and then you're like, all right, it's time to go inside. Anyway, I was just thinking when you guys were being so nice and quiet, it reminded me of substitute teaching high school chemistry when I was... It's like, everybody shut up. I'm trying to read Gabriel Garcia Marquez right now. Everybody's famous. Everybody's free. Everybody's broken heart is shining like a new TV on the walls of a dark room where the world used to be. Everybody's famous. Everybody's free. There's a fire in the windrows, a wolf out in the corn, and there's a wildness waiting for the moment to be reborn. Your life is like a ticket waiting to be torn. Everybody's famous. Everything is gone. If your tongue is sleeping, curled inside your head like a lion. If your heart is beating, sealed inside your ribs, just forget about that last part. It's upon the dark electric, the only love that lives. Everybody knows you. They saw your billboard in the rain. They heard your mama crying when you forgot your own real name. She voted for your heartbreak and she smiled at your shame. Everybody's famous. They know it's all a game. Everybody's famous. Everybody's free. The kingdom of heaven is inside of me. Oh, and I wanna kick the lights out, 'cause I know there's something left to be. Everybody's famous. Everybody's free. It takes a lot to read a substitute teacher. I was supposed to meet up with an old friend of mine who grew up around here, Aeneas Mitchell, a songwriter from this area. But she ended up having to deal with the kiddos tonight, so we're going to take a walk tomorrow. But I thought I would give you an N.A.S. Mitchell song, just as long as we're in the backyard here. Check, check, check. I could use more vocal up here, please, Cooper. It's a little quieter than it was, maybe by about half. Check, 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 check. You know, if you want to take this Shure 57 out of the system, that might be what's causing you difficulty. You could always take that out and just take the 2 direct signals. I'm speaking to Cooper, not everybody. A friend of mine, this guy, Matt Dellinger, wrote a profile of Greg Brown once for the New Yorker that I really liked. And in that profile, he said that listening to Greg Brown, it was as if Johnny Cash wrote Joni Mitchell songs and meant them. Seems like it's really actually the vocal mic that's fucking us up, yeah? Does that sound right, Cooper? Yeah. So wherever it was when we started, maybe let's try to take it back to that spot. When I think about dying, you could just take it out of the monitors entirely, and you could put it in the house, and whatever everybody else hears, that'll be enough for me. And make it nice and loud and sweet. When I think about dying, I think about children. When I think about children, I think about you. And when I think about you, I feel like crying. Crying for my youth. When I think of my youth, I think about children. No. When I think of my youth, I think of my freedom. When I think of my freedom, I feel so alone. And when I feel lonely, I want you to hold me in your arms. Ooh, 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 ooh. When I think of your arms, I think about sleeping like a baby all through the night. When I think of the night, I feel like weeping for my life. Oh, when I think of my life, I want to be with you, shoulder to shoulder. When we're waking up, and we're waking up, and we're one day older, and we're making love. Ooh, 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 ooh. We make love. I think about children. I think about dying, lying in your arms. You wanna know why I'm crying? Now you know. Driving up the I-5 on tour with Aeneas, we were in Washington or Oregon, and I was trying to explain to her trout fishing. And we were on a Colville tour of the Northwest. She was the first person I met that had a laptop that she brought with her on the road and updated social media, and I didn't know what it was. And I was like, gee, she spends a lot of time on that thing. But she asked me about fishing, and I was trying to explain. And we spent a long time talking about it. Then I felt like I did a pretty good job. And then at the end she said, so you get high? And I was like, no. You don't get high at all. So I guess we didn't really understand each other. It was in the spring, on a sunny day. My baby left me, she's gone away. Now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting up on top of the world. She called me up from El Paso. Said, come back now, Daddy, I need you so. Now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting up on top of the world. Don't come on running, holding out your hand. I find a woman like you found a man. Now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting up on top of the world. If you didn't want my peaches, why do you shake my tree? You get out of my orchard, let my peaches be. Now she's gone, I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting up on top of the world. Now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting up on top of the world. Thanks, you guys, for coming out tonight. It's a pleasure to be here. I never get to come up to this part of the state, so it's sweet. Is that in the house? I can't tell. Yeah. I'll give you this one, and then that'll be it. And then we'll see you the next time, yeah? This is the way I like to do it, is to just announce that the show is over. That obviates the need to orchestrate return to the stage with an encore. So this is the last song, and then the show is over. After which, I'm going to play one more song. Everybody with me? Okay, so this is the last song. Thank you very much. Northbound 35, through the iron hills, under infidel skies, 200 miles to drive, and you won't be home. And I saw an housebound train on the overpass in the driving rain. Every ticket costs the same for where you can't go. Mustang horses, champagne glasses, anything frail, anything wild. It's the price of living motion. What's beautiful is broken, and grace is just the measure of a fall. So I rode into your town, and I passed the smokestacks and the old docks down off of Main Street. The sky spun around with her diamonds on fire. We fought all night, and then we danced in your kitchen. You were as much in my hands as water or darkness, or nothing could ever be held. The Mustang horses, champagne glasses, anything frail, anything wild. It's the price of living motion. What's beautiful is broken, and grace is just the measure of a fall. It's just flashes that we own, a little snapshots made from breath and from bone, and out on the darkling plain alone they light up the sky. Now it's 51, driving south. Ain't it funny how things turn out? I never even kissed you on the mouth when we said goodbye. Goodbye. Mustang horses, champagne glasses, anything frail and anything wild. It's the and grace is just the measure of a fall.
Thanks, you guys. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I would love to. The thing about having the stage right by the front door is you just watch the people leaving, you know. It's cool. It's cool. They got shit to do, I understand. It's a bar, after all.
For 20 blackbirds sitting on a fence. For 20 years I've been trying to make some sense. It don't look too good, don't look too good for me. Wading in the water, but I only got washed out to sea. 420 blackbirds fly through the sky for 20 years, and I've been barely getting by. It don't look too good for me. Toiling in the fields, the whirlwind is all that I see. 420 blackbirds crowing up above. For 20 years, you know I'm in it out of love. It don't look too good for me. My cup runneth over, never seemed to satisfy me. Falling 23rd to falling 20 rain. Walking on the rails, mama grinning at the train. It don't look too good, it don't look too good for me. One taste of the apple and I wanted the whole damn tree. 420 blackbirds stand on a wire, and for 20 years caught up in desire. It don't look too good for me. One taste of the apple and I wanted the whole damn tree. One taste of the apple, I wanted the whole tree. One taste of the apple and I wanted the whole damn tree.
Thanks, you guys. We'll see you again.